you are also a Kundalini yoga teacher. So would you like to tell us a little bit what is Kundalini, first of all, and then what is Kundalini yoga?
Yeah, so, well, Kundalini, the energy, it's said to be an energy that is dormant, living inside of us. That's like your creative potential as a human being. And that's dormant in the base of your spine. And then there's different tools that you can use to awaken that energy. And if that rises through your energy system, through your chakra system, and that is clean, clear, so then it doesn't hit to any blocks. If you have done the work, you're clear and you're good to go, then it rises up to the crown and is said to illuminate your whole consciousness. And some people have said that they have gained like some superpowers or something like that. To me, it's basically just like all of that sounds very cool and like, oh my God, I want to do that. And it is part of it. And also, but then like the whole enlightenment thing and what Kundalini energy does, it's just, it makes you more of yourself. So you become really human, you become really you, and you want to be here, you want to engage with the world, you want to create stuff, you want to do stuff. So it's not something that would get you out of this experience. And now Kundalini yoga is a really like safe tool to explore that. So it's a form of yoga where we use breath work, we use meditation and asana practice, also mantras, mudras, and different bandhas. So those are the body locks that we do to move the energy in the direction that we want. And in that way, we prepare the body. So in a typical class, it depends what the like theme of the class is, but we can like work on removing the fears, or we can work on manifesting your dream life. We can work on your throat chakra or your solar plexus or your creativity, or basically anything. So they believe in that tradition that meditation, when you do meditation, that is actually like clearing your subconscious.
Yeah.
And that's why it's also like sometimes the things that we do in Kundalini yoga are really like irritating because it's bringing up everything in your body that has been blocking you really. So every class can be like a really effective tool for you to clear your system. And I had a really nice experience in the first class that I ever attended. It was by accident. I didn't know that I was going to a Kundalini yoga class. I just signed up for a course that was about emotions actually. And I felt a really strong intuitive pull, like this is where I gotta go. And it was just like a course about emotions and yoga. And I didn't know what yoga that was, but then it was like, okay, Kundalini yoga. And we were doing the set. I was doing it for the first time. And something really weird or extraordinary happened. So what happened to me was like my whole intuition was activated so that I could always know like what asana, what movement was gonna come next. And it was super weird because I had never done that. I hadn't done any yoga really, like just attended some classes in Bali, but not like regularly or anything. But my body was doing it on its own in a way. So I really felt like, okay, now I want to do this specific type of breathing exercise where I breathe through my mouth through an O shape, like, and then the teacher was like, okay, and next we're going to do this. And I was like, what is happening in here? And it happened.
So you actually had like probably past life cellular memory coming to you, or past life memory. So you have been very much into Kundalini earlier in some other life. That is fascinating. Yeah.
And then after the class, I could see all the colors like more bright than ever before. It's like I gained a new vision, like actual visual like when I was looking at the world, everything was like super sharp. And I remember walking home there and being like, oh my God, this world is so beautiful. Like, how did I know that before? And so it was like definitely some energy probably rose up from there and activated something in me. And I knew exactly, like after the first class, immediately I walked to the teacher and was like, okay, how can I become certified as a teacher? Like, this is my thing. This is what I've been looking for. Tell me. So it was really like, and it was an instant knowing for me. I know that doesn't probably happen to everyone, but that is possible. And that was also a missing piece in my entrepreneur, journey, because I was like, okay, now I have the tools to like coach people one-on-one, like how to process their emotions and how to deal with their mind. And then, but I wanted something, like more bodily process.
Yeah.
So that was the missing piece, really.
Yeah, that's really fascinating. Cool. And did we have something? Yeah, in the end, I wanted to talk a little bit about the wider perspective. Like now you have shared your ideas about emotional work, which we also can call shadow work or kind of put in the same box. Then you have the physical and the energy part, which is the Kundalini Yoga part. So how do you see life and how do you see this world and what are we doing here as human beings?
Yeah, so that is a huge question. Ultimately, I think that the purpose of life is expansion. So we're here to gain new perspectives, we're here to try out new things. And I believe that we have chosen a specific set of, skills and things that we want to accomplish in this life.
Yeah.
So your soul essentially has a desire to come and experience something here on earth. So it projects itself forward to your persona, your person that you call by your name. And then the way I see it is that emotions are actually the communication that happens between the soul and your persona. So your 2 points of perspective, soul is here in the source, and then here you are on earth, and the communication between them happens through the emotions.
So we are like avatars.
Yeah, and that's really cool when you use or know how to use that, because it's essentially like a compass, and that compass is directing you where to go. So, and it's coded differently for every human being.
Yeah.
So it's your own compass. So whatever you enjoy doing in your life, that's what you should follow.
Yeah.
And that's a relief, actually, because then the world is not against you. Then the world is not, a doomed place where you have to just suffer. All you have to do is figure out what you enjoy doing and then let yourself go towards that.
Yeah.
And that's when the shadow work comes in, because we have all these ideas of why we shouldn't let ourselves have what we want. It's the society that says, no, that's not good for you. You shouldn't do that. You should get a stable job and focus on.
Yeah, you should study a lot to become an engineer, or you should, do things in the certain way. Definitely. Yeah, I very much share your opinion about it. And actually what I do is that when people are looking for a direction that they really want to go, that's where I come in the picture. I really help them to create the life that they truly want to live. But if you don't have the what and why, life becomes very difficult, because then you end up only listening the opinions of other people, how you should be, and then you are never going to be enough, and that's going to cause you a lot of suffering in life. And that's the trick. You can see the life as a very beautiful place full of possibilities for expansion, or you can see it as a doomed place where you just try to survive, and it's all in your mind, actually.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because that's what happens when you find like, okay, this is what I enjoy doing in this life. Maybe it's my path, maybe it's my purpose, maybe it's what I should follow. Like I've found my compass and it's pointing me towards this way.
Yeah.
Then when you start walking towards that path, you're gonna meet everything that's standing between you and your dream. So that's when the shame kicks in, the mind coming in, like, who do you think you are doing that? And that's when the fears come, because you have to really choose yourself in order to walk that path.
Exactly.
So that's also what I do then, help people to follow that true North Star, their desire.
Yeah.
And like walk towards that, and like transform every single limiting belief that's standing between where they are and where they want to be. And the tools that I use for that are Kundalini Yoga and emotional healing tools, because Kundalini Yoga brings you back to your body. There's these mantras that we say, like Sat Nam, Sat meaning truth, and Nam, your identity. So we're saying that a lot, and the vibration is actually bringing you to your center, to your truth. And every single time that you like sit down, do your practice and do your mantras and breathe more oxygen in your body, you're embodying more of yourself. And then you know also more like who do you want to be, how you want to show up, and what you want to create in this world.
Yeah, definitely. We should definitely start to combine, have a retreat or something, because we have the same purpose but different tools. So actually we would have like a very cool combo coming. Yeah.
We should do that. Definitely.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We are gonna tell you when this retreat is gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah, but very, very beautiful, and definitely, as you said, that when you start to work towards your goals, your dreams, that's when your paradigm, your like old programming, tries its best to keep you small and to not go for it. Because in order for if you will choose to grow, part of you has to die.
Yeah.
And that part of you doesn't want to die, even though that part is like a broken machine that is causing a lot of pain. It still doesn't want to perish. So that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Creating the new version, the better version of yourself, that's the thing. It's about expansion and self-growth. I highly agree with your
and to me, it's really simple. Like the only thing that's standing between where you are and where you want to be are the emotions that are blocking you. It's the fear, it's the shame, it's the guilt that you're letting your family down.
Yeah.
It's the anger of not succeeding, it's the disappointment. So if you learn to be really good with your own emotions, to stand by your side through whatever happens and meet yourself. So not push away, because that's when you get stuck. So now if there's shame and you listen to that shame and embody that perspective, like, no, I'm too bad, like I shouldn't do this, then you're stuck, you're not moving forward. But if you know how to handle each and every of these emotions, there's really nothing stopping you.
Yeah. And with the emotions comes very much the beliefs, like what do you believe is true about the life. So also the core beliefs that are like very often limiting you, those are like they go hand in hand. I also work a lot with the beliefs and kind of help people to change them and change the perception of life. Yeah. So I think we have covered everything today, huh?
Yeah.
So any wise words that you want to share in the end? First, tell how do people find you? Where do you work? And how, like, what is your contact info and so on, so people will know. And then after that, if you have any wise words for the end, go for it.
Okay. So yeah, you can find me in Instagram or Facebook on the socials at my Instagram handle is integration with Tiia. So Tiia is Tiia, and yeah, maybe that's like part of the wise words that I also want to say, because that's the name of my company, integration, and that's the way how I look at it. So to integrate something is to take it as part of you. So it's movement towards yourself. Whereas the thing that I was talking in the beginning was to negate something, which is to push away. And when we're pushing something away, then we're not at full consciousness, because we're like saying something is bad about it. I don't want to look at it. So if you are able to integrate every single experience that you've had, every single feeling that there is, every single thing that happens to you, you're able to look at them and be like, okay, I can hold it, I can still be here, I can move forward. Then that is really the key into healing and walking with your desires and getting what you actually want in this life. But yeah, I also teach Kundalini Yoga here in Helsinki in Finland. You can find the active classes from my website, koskinen.com, or just message me on Instagram or some other socials. I also do retreats and workshops and the one-on-one sessions and coaching. So yeah, here for it if you're ready to walk the path towards your true desires.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Tiia. This was an amazing dive into the shadow work and Kundalini Yoga and integration. Maybe in the future we even do some more videos. Who knows, where we go deeper in one subject or so. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and Tiia's information will be written in the comment box, so you will be able to find them and book a session with her. And thank you very much, Tiia, and much love for everyone.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.